Roy Horn and the tiger that almost killed him. Marie Osmond on the octuplets' mother, plus Julianne Hough and her dancing boyfriend, and Julia Roberts. ETN HD is next.
Entertainment Tonight in high definition.
Chris Brown charged. 1 count of assault and 1 count of making criminal threats. Shocking details on his alleged felony attack on Rihanna and strong words from Oprah.
If a man hits you once, he will hit you again.
That's right.
And former DA Marcia Clark on what will happen next.
Those felonies can range from probation to 4 years and 8 months in state prison.
New Julia Roberts on being a mom.
Have you achieved the domestic goddess title?
The new interview, her new movie. Did she do a nude scene?
I don't even want to talk about it. Inside the new Dancing with the Stars rehearsals.
Samantha Harris here in Studio 4.
We should be fine.
As long as we don't come in last.
Julianne and her real-life country singer boyfriend, Maxim and Denise.
My feet hurt a little bit.
Marie Osmond on the octuplet mom.
You know how they say it takes a village? She's gonna need her own country.
Plus, new revelations about Marie's divorce.
Prenup would have been a good idea, okay?
Why didn't you have a prenup, Marie Osmond?
Who's the star posing in this photo shoot as Michelle Obama with Sasha and Malia?
Siegfried and Roy's last performance with the tiger that nearly took Roy's life. Plus,
the show never ends.
The lost footage from our ET vault of the magical duo before Roy's near-fatal mauling.
Plus, the octuplet mom, her frantic call to 911.
Where's my son? Help me. I'm going crazy.
So I kind of became anxious.
Now, the most watched entertainment news magazine in the world.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I'm Thea Anders.
And I'm Kevin Frazier. Welcome to Entertainment Tonight in high definition.
We begin tonight with late-breaking Hollywood news.
Chris Brown and Rihanna, the alleged beating case continues as Brown has his day in court. Brown has been charged with 2 felonies, 1 count of assault by means likely to produce great bodily harm, and 1 count of making criminal threats. Thursday, the 19-year-old singer, looking contrite and dressed in a 3-piece gray suit, faced the judge.
Waiver that you just signed, and you understand that you do have the right to be present at all stages of this criminal proceeding?
Yes. His case continued until April 6th, but what has everyone talking? The shocking details of the alleged beating made public in the police report from that night.
Love doesn't hurt, and if a man hits you once, he will hit you again.
That's right.
Oprah's warning for beating Rihanna.
Give it some time, get yourself some counseling.
Singer Chris Brown has been formally charged with allegedly beating his girlfriend Rihanna. But it's the graphic details of the assault that have people talking.
The assault caused Robin F's, her real name is Robin Fenty, Robin F's mouth to fill with blood, to splatter all over the clothing and the interior of the car. Brown looked at Robin F. and stated, "I'm going to beat the S out of you when we get home. You wait and see."
He strangled her at one point in the car, and she almost lost consciousness. He bit her, punched her. I reported all the details, even making an appearance on CNN's Larry King Live. ET cameras in the middle of all the media madness at the courthouse for Brown's appearance. One key fact that Rihanna's lawyer told Entertainment Tonight is that if Rihanna is asked to testify, she will.
If required to testify, she will testify, yes, sir.
ET's legal correspondent, Marcia Clark, with insight. Will Rihanna testify for or against her boyfriend and alleged attacker?
Maybe they are back together, and maybe she intends to come to court and say, hey, you know what? I provoked him. I totally had it coming. It was a mutual combat situation, and all that stuff that I said to the police, I exaggerated. I was in the heat of the moment. I was upset, and half of that's not even true.
If Rihanna stands by her man, how strong is the DA's case?
The cop's going to come in and say, well, that's not what she said to me. She told me X, Y, Z, that he beat her, he kicked her, he punched her. And the cop is going to have a lot of credibility because he's taking her statement in the moment when she's still feeling it and when she's feeling like hurt and savaged by what's gone on. If there are bloodstains from both him and her in that car, that's going to be incredibly powerful evidence to show that Rihanna was telling the truth to the police officer and not on the stand.
Rihanna's lawyer was asked if he wanted a no-contact order for his client. Instead, they opted for a level 1 contact order, which means that Chris and Rihanna can have contact, he just can't harass her. So where are Chris and Rihanna now? Brown reportedly spent the night after his court appearance at a hotel bar, hanging out with bodyguards until 3:45 in the morning. Rihanna continues to keep a low profile. What kind of deal do you think they're working on behind the scenes?
I would imagine that they're trying to negotiate a deal where he pleads guilty to a misdemeanor for probation. If he messes up, he hits her again, he'll go to jail.
Now, sparks fly when Julia Roberts hooks up on screen with Clive Owen. Mark Steines finds out the sexy secrets of their new movie, Duplicity.
It's good to see you.
I'm good.
It has been a while since Julia and I have sat down to talk because with her 3 young kids, twins Phineas and Hazel, and son Henry, she's been working less. Motherhood is treating you well. Have you achieved the domestic goddess title, or are you still figuring out how much peanut butter and jelly make the perfect sandwich?
Well, I do know that if you cut the crust off first, you just save that extra bit of peanut butter and jelly.
Because it squishes out, doesn't it? She filmed her latest, Duplicity, out March 20th and co-starring Clive Owen, not long after Henry was born. Was it easier this time around to go back to work and kind of say, okay, or was kind of getting back into the groove, leaving the little ones behind and going back to work a little more difficult?
Well, to say that I left them behind would be a little bit of a stretch, because that's one of the luxuries and beauties of making a movie, is you kind of just bring everybody with you.
But she won't be taking the kids to see this one anytime soon. She and Clive get really sexy as spies and lovers. And I could be wrong, but I think I saw a little bit more of you than I'm used to seeing in films. Am I right?
Well, yeah, you know, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it.
Fantastic. So you guys know each other so well. Does it make it easier, or does it make it more
It just
awkward?
makes it more stupid, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, you know, we really just had to hang on to it, you know, just for that little length of time. And I don't want to take away from, you know, if anybody says, wow, that's sexy, then good.
Right. Did those scenes ever get easier to do?
Well, you know, for me, this is about as sexy as I've ever, you know, been put in a situation.
Yeah.
So, it's really silly.
Pretty Woman was pretty sexy, in a sense.
I guess it was.
Yeah.
Who is this guy? We're not sure.
You're unbelievable.
It was an assignment. It was nothing.
Well, you should see the pictures.
Oh, jeez. Is that the one where they're on the desk?
This is the second time Julia and Clive have worked together, and he's just another of Hollywood's A-list leading men who Julia has starred with through her Oscar-winning career. Is there another reunion that's something that still looms out there for you, that now that you have Clive, is there somebody else you want to get back with?
I would like to get back with Denzel.
Yeah. In what kind of role?
I don't know, something ferocious.
Coming up, Siegfried and Roy's final performance with the tiger that almost killed Roy, and his special connection to the giant cats.
Were you ever for a moment even afraid?
They're literally like your own kids.
Marie Osmond's quilt she made as a tribute to her late mother.
This right here is a lock of her hair, and I took that from her. Sorry, it's cool.
Inside dancing champ Julianne Hough's private rehearsal with her real-life boyfriend.
If you don't vote for us and we get kicked off, he's not going to take me to dinner.
And the mother of the octuplets' frantic 911 call over her missing child.
Oh God, I'm going to kill myself. Oh God, I'm going to kill myself.
That's next.
Now in tonight's ET Network. Britney Spears successfully launched her circus this week, the highest grossing tour of the year. Britney's reportedly racked up $60 million in sales, and demand for tickets is so great, the stage is being redesigned to accommodate additional seats. Alicia Keys channels First Lady Michelle Obama for Glamour's 70th anniversary American Icons issue on stands Tuesday.
Once I put on her style of clothing and kind of the pearls in the hair, it all fell into place.
With Sasha and Malia lookalikes, there's even a presidential pooch.
It was a fun shoot. I mean, anytime you have 2 girls and a dog, it's going to be fun.
Right now, Fridays has 10 entrees for just $9.99 each, like zesty sizzling chicken and shrimp or tender sirloin steak. The top 10 menu's the real deal, and no one else has it. Give me the choice of 10 full entrees for $9.99. Give me more Fridays.
Olay goes beyond everyday clean to a deep micro-clean. Olay Deep Cleansers reach the microparticles of dirt some basic cleansers can leave behind. For a clean so deep it's micro-clean. Olay Deep Cleansers.
Quitting smoking has never been cooler or brighter thanks to the whitening power of Nicorette White Ice Mint Gum, the only stop-smoking gum proven to help whiten teeth and reduce stains. Nicorette White Ice Mint Gum, a brighter way to quit.
When it comes to Italian sauce, some people prefer this jar, but more people prefer this sauce. Winner of the blind taste test. The sweet and savory taste of Prego. It's in there.
Crest White Strips has created a strip so revolutionary, you can use it while you do just about anything. It molds better, it grips better, and seals better. You can even drink water with it on. Introducing new Crest White Strips Advanced Seal. It's an all-new technology that molds and adheres to your teeth better, giving you a dramatically wider smile. Whitening that fits any life and every smile. New Crest White Strips Advanced Seal.
Morning is right outside your door. Be ready for it. With Carnation Instant Breakfast Essentials, the essential nutrition your family needs to take on the day.
During the Pet Birthday Sale at PetSmart, you'll find everything you need for the young and the young at heart. Save up to 20% on hundreds of items when you use your Pet Perks card, including food, treats, toys, and more. PetSmart. Be better together.
Now, Nadia Suleiman and the 8 911 calls to her home. We are the only show that has the mother of the octuplets on the record and on camera for her exclusive ET video blog.
God help me. Oh, God help me.
The call was placed on October 27, 2008. Nadia in hysterics searching for her missing son.
Oh, God. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill myself. Oh. Hey, don't say that in front of your other child, okay? Keep yourself under control for your other child. He doesn't need to hear that, okay?
But Nadia says it was all a misunderstanding.
I think when my son had wandered off with a nanny, he was safe, but I didn't know he went. He didn't tell me. So I kind of became anxious.
ET has confirmed through Whittier, California police that they responded to Nadia's home 8 times in just over a year.
Be nice, guys. Don't put grass down his pants, Elijah.
This is exclusive video of Suleiman with her 6 older kids in the family's cluttered backyard. The most serious 911 call occurred on July the 7th, 2008. The Department of Children and Family Services was called following a complaint from a neighbor that the 6 kids were not clean or being fed properly. The police tell ET they investigated and determined the allegations were unfounded. The first call occurred on January 9th of 2008 when one of her kids was accidentally locked in a room. In May and again in August, neighbors called police fearing a break-in because the front door was open. On January 23rd, 3 days before the octuplets were born, one of Nadia's kids called 911 by accident, and twice the police were called after the octuplets' birth to control the press when an angry neighbor brandished a shotgun.
This is my old house, and we're going to be getting ready to move in within 2 weeks to our new house.
Day 1 of her video blog, Nadia talks about relocating with her older kids.
Completely relieved. It's a huge weight lifted off, so I know the kids are going to be fine. It's a nice home, clean and just safe.
The home they've shared shows the wear and tear of 6 kids and a single mom. Duct tape holds a broken glass door together. A bathroom sink is clogged. Clutter is everywhere. This is not a place to bring 8 more babies. So Nadia has leased a new home with one basic priority in mind.
Safety, that's number 1. First and foremost, it's modest. I don't want an extravagant home. I just want it super safe, baby-proofed. I can't stress that enough. There's a wall, no coyotes can jump over, I hope.